The Native Americans were the first people to inhabit the United States of America. But did you know that the indigenous people of the U.S. have roots in eastern Siberia? That's right. Their ancestors traveled across the Bering Strait land bridge over 12,000 years ago. If you want to learn more about this amazing feat, stay tuned for more information. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Native American origins. In particular, we will discuss the fascinating theory that the indigenous peoples of the Americas all originated from a common ancestral population in eastern Siberia. This idea is supported by recent genetic and linguistic studies which suggest that these groups are more closely related than previously thought. So if you're interested in learning more about this amazing discovery, make sure to watch this video until the end. We will explore the evidence for this theory and discuss what it means for our understanding of human migration patterns in North America. Let's get started. Native Americans or Indigenous Americans are the indigenous peoples of the United States of America, which is a vast country located in North America. The term Native American encompasses a wide range of different cultures and ethnicities, including the Navajo, Apache, Cherokee, and many others. These indigenous peoples have a rich history and culture that dates back thousands of years. The history of the Native Americans is a long and complex one. According to archaeological evidence, the first inhabitants of the Americas migrated from Siberia to Alaska via the Bering Land Bridge, which connected the two continents during the Ice Age. From there, they spread throughout the Americas. Over the next several thousand years, different Native American cultures developed their own unique languages, customs, and traditions. Some of these cultures, such as the Pueblo people in the southwest and the Iroquois in the northeast, were highly advanced for their time. They developed complex societies with sophisticated political systems and impressive feats of engineering. Despite their many accomplishments, however, the Native Americans would eventually be decimated by European colonization. As Europeans began exploring and conquering the Americas in the 16th century, they brought with them diseases that devastated Native American populations who had no immunity to them. Additionally, the colonists encroached on Native American lands, forcing them to move to reservations. Today, there are over 574 federally recognized tribes in the United States, with each having its own distinct culture and heritage. Despite the challenges they have faced, Native Americans continue to thrive and contribute to American society in countless ways. According to a new study, Native Americans are not native to the Americas at all, but instead hail from eastern Siberia. This may come as a shock to some, but science has a way of surprising us. The study was conducted by an international team of researchers led by Esquilla Sleff from the University of Copenhagen. The team used ancient DNA extracted from 3 individuals who lived in Siberia between 24,000 and 36,500 years ago. By comparing this ancient DNA with that of modern Native Americans, the researchers found that they shared more genetic material than expected. This suggests that the ancestors of Native Americans migrated from Siberia to Alaska via the Bering Land Bridge during the last ice age. The Bering Land Bridge is a narrow strip of land that connects Siberia and North America. During the Ice Age, it was a popular route for humans and animals to travel between the two continents. However, the bridge disappeared around 14,500 years ago when the ice melted and sea levels rose. This makes it difficult for scientists to study the migration patterns of early humans into the Americas. One of the main pieces of evidence for the Siberian origin theory comes from language. The languages spoken by Native American tribes in Alaska and Siberia share many similarities, suggesting a common ancestor. Additionally, archaeological evidence has revealed that many Native American cultures have roots in hunting and gathering, which is also common in Siberia. All of this evidence points to a Siberian origin for Native Americans. However, there is still much that we don't know about their migration patterns. For example, we don't know exactly when they arrived in the Americas or how they spread to different parts of the continent. Additionally, we don't know what happened to the other Siberian groups that may have migrated to the Americas. It's possible that they intermixed with Native American populations or that they died out. As technology improves, however, scientists should be able to answer these questions. For example, advancements in DNA sequencing should allow researchers to more accurately date the arrival of Native Americans in the Americas. Additionally, new discoveries in Siberia could shed light on the cultural and linguistic similarities between Native Americans and Siberians. The Siberian theory of Native American origins is an exciting development in our understanding of human migration patterns in North America. It challenges traditional beliefs about where Native Americans came from and how they spread throughout the continent. While there is still much that we don't know, advancements in technology and research should help fill in the gaps in our knowledge. Ultimately, uncovering the secrets of Native American origins will give us a better understanding of the rich history and diversity of indigenous peoples of the Americas. If you've been following along, you might be wondering what this means for your own family tree. After all, if your ancestors are from Siberia, does that mean they're related to Native Americans? Well, maybe, but it is important to remember that just because two groups of people share a common ancestor doesn't mean they are related to each other. In fact, genetics tell us that most Native Americans are actually more closely related to each other than they are to modern-day Siberians. This is because the gene pool of Native Americans has remained relatively isolated since they arrived in the Americas. As a result, most Native Americans today can trace their ancestry back to the same ancestral population that migrated from Siberia. On the other hand, modern-day Siberians have mixed with other populations over the centuries, which has diluted their genetic connection to Native Americans. So if you have Native American ancestors, it's possible that you are related to other Native Americans, but you are probably not related to modern-day Siberians unless, of course, you have Siberian ancestors in addition to Native American ones. Another interesting question is whether or not Native Americans will continue to pass on their unique genetic heritage to future generations. After all, as more and more Native Americans intermarry with non-Native Americans, will the distinctive genetic markers of Indigenous peoples disappear over time? Well, it's too early to say for sure, but some experts believe that this is unlikely to happen anytime soon. This is because most Native Americans are aware of the importance of preserving their cultural heritage, and many are taking steps to ensure that it is passed down to future generations. For example, some Native American tribes require that their members only marry other Native Americans in order to preserve the tribe as genetic purity. Others are encouraging their members to learn their native languages and customs so that they can pass them on to their children. Only time will tell what the future holds for the genetic heritage of Native Americans. But one thing is for sure, their unique story is an important part of our world's history. So what do you think about the Native American Siberian roots? Do you find it surprising or perhaps even shocking? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. Until next time.